You're listening to FUBAR Weekly on KDSR, Demo Spin Radio, brought to you by ARC Network Live 365, the station where everyone deserves to be heard. The following program contains strong language and adult content. Listener discretion is advised. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
He's right. The fucking thing does suck. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. FUBAR Weekly Show. Today is Tuesday, the 29th of September. Fucking month is almost over. You believe that?
Yes.
Try again.
Yes, I
There we
believe
go. All
that.
right,
Yes, I believe it. I can't believe it.
Yes.
We threw away 6 months of this year.
Fuck. We'll get to that in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, my lovely co-host, Nicole Raven.
Hey.
And with us, joining us from the great state of Colorado with the Rocky Mountain High, give a nice warm welcome for Jacob Erdman.
Hey.
What's up?
Hello.
Welcome.
Glad to be here, guys. Thank you so much for getting me on.
Thanks for being here and making the time. You guys are what, an hour behind us?
2 hours.
It is currently 7 p.m. here.
Yeah, 2 hours back. All right, that's not too bad. So for those who don't know who he is, he's a comedian based out of Colorado. I saw a video. You travel a lot and you run shows out there.
Yeah, I have a small production company called 970 Comedy. And before COVID, the time has been so crazy. I got called BC. So BC, I was running around 6 to 7 shows
Before
a month.
COVID.
And DC, which is during COVID, which is right now, I'm running 1 show.
Yeah.
And it is, for people who've been on stage, roughly, who are used to being on stage 20 days out of the month, it has been a bucket of cold water, man. It sucks.
I don't know how things are currently out by you. I have not been on stage since I want to say it was like February 18th.
Was that the day that we were in Hollywood?
No. I think like 2 weeks after that, I did a show at Beefs.
Oh, okay.
And that was the last time I was on stage. So like
February.
middle to the end of February. And I haven't been on stage at all since. There have been a couple open mics opened up. I just haven't been anywhere, and it's killing me.
Yeah.
Absolutely killing me. Are things opening up out there?
They're cautious optimism is how I like to put it. We are running a show out of a brewery called Drake's in Loveland, but that is the only one. And we have to do really super CDC guideline bullshit, yada yada. Not bullshit, but everything's bullshit. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, everything's by the book. The stage is 25 feet away from the people. The people are 6 feet apart. So a sold out show by their standards is like 30 people in that room when it could hold, 120.
Now, are they operating at like percentage capacity? So like a place can only have 50% capacity or?
Yeah. That's exactly it.
And what city are you in?
I'm in Fort Collins currently.
Okay, where's
so
that?
That's about 60 miles north of Denver on I-25.
60 miles north. Gotcha. I've never been to Colorado, so I know nothing. All I do know is I don't know if you're a sports fan at all, but I saw that the Broncos put South Park characters in one section of the stadium, and that was awesome. The cardboard cutouts.
They put the actual behind it as well. They put like the South Park backdrop as well as everybody.
I didn't see that.
Mr. Garrison and Mr. Hat and everything. Yeah, it's pretty
awesome.
Funny.
I saw like Satan took up like 4 seats. It was this giant mountain. That's brilliant.
Totally.
I really love what teams are doing as far as that goes with the cardboard cutout. I can't have fans, so they're piping in crowd noise. They're putting the cardboard cutouts. I think the Mets were the first team to do that, and they were selling them for $69. because that was when they won their first World Series.
You know who else won?
Okay.
We'll talk sports for a hot second.
Yeah, we'll talk sports. Are you a sports guy?
I am. I'm from Wisconsin originally, so I'm a Packers, Brewers.
All right.
And that's about it.
See, I love the Brewers just by name only. Every now and again, I have to look to see if this team still exists.
Oh yeah.
But I've always loved the Packers.
Guys.
I'm a Giants fan, but you want to talk about this bullshit that happened for here in Tampa?
Shut up! I like the Lightning.
You're excited about this?
Yes.
It's fucking hockey.
And
I went to a Canadian fight once and a hockey game broke out. It was weird.
I like hockey.
Count it.
I'm not like obsessed with it, but I like that we won.
So the first major sports championship to be declared in this time, in this BC time, or actually AC time, it'd be after COVID or during COVID, whatever.
Yeah,
the first
DC.
major major sport, the Tampa Bay Lightning have won Lord Stanley's Cup
Again.
Oh, hell yeah.
Again. Got to throw that again in there. Just remind people. So the Tampa Bay Rangers won the Stanley Cup.
That's great.
Don't make that face. It's the entire Rangers team from a couple years ago.
Okay,
they
you're
all
not
just
wrong.
Came down here.
You're not wrong. I know.
No, it's also it was awesome to follow. I'm not a big hockey guy. My brothers are. My brothers played hockey. I just never really got into it. I love going to hockey games though. I absolutely fucking love it.
Oh, for sure.
This arena they have here in Tampa is amazing.
I went to my first my first Lightning game in February of this year.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that they do the
Tesla
Lightning.
coil?
That was so amazing to me.
Have you ever seen that on TV? So,
No, I don't.
Our team, Tampa Bay Lightning, in two opposing corners, they have Tesla coils. So when the Lightning score, they fire off the Tesla coils, and it's loud as it's just a loud, obnoxious buzz, and you get actual lightning in the arena. It's friggin' awesome.
Meanwhile, at the Brewers game in Milwaukee, Bernie the Brewer just slides down a slide to a big mug of beer.
That's awesome too, man.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was real beer, but yeah.
I was gonna say I want to be Bernie the Brewer.
Is it just like yellow water?
It's not even water. It's just it's just a
facade.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically him just sliding down, and then it's just a big facade of a big mug of beer, and yeah.
I grew up a Mets fan, so we have Mr. Met, the saddest mascot in all of sports.
Why is he sad?
He's just a giant baseball head.
Oh.
It's like the dumbest thing. I have a picture from a couple years ago. I guess the Mets got their ass kicked, and Mr. Met was walking back in. Somebody said something. He turned around and gave him the finger, and somebody took a picture. So a picture of an angry Mr. Met giving the finger. It was awesome.
I like that we have that cat for the Rays. We
have a cat for the. I would think that the Tampa Bay Rays mascot would be a fucking Ray. I mean,
no, there's like a thing that there's like he dresses
exactly.
He dresses like a baseball player, but he's got like a big cat head.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I think it's just a joke.
I guess.
I don't know.
I've always loved the Philly Fanatic.
Yeah, story checks out from this end. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is Philly has like the Fanatic, and they also have the crazy googly-eyed motherfucker that's not the Fanatic. But what other sport? I mean, maybe it's the Philadelphia Flyers guy. Fuck, I really wish I remember, but I'm pretty sure it's Philly.
Okay, not surprised.
Like
Philly's a crazy city.
It's like a big orange. It looks like a Muppet situation. It's orange.
Oh shit! I know which one you're talking about, and
yeah,
during a baseball game, he was ejected. That character, the mascot was ejected because he was dancing on the roof of the dugout. And was it Yogi Berra or not Yogi Berra? Who was the one that managed the Dodgers for a long time?
Oh,
angry motherfucker.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say Yogi Berra.
No, he was a catcher.
You know who I'm talking about. I'm looking at his angry fucking face. And I can't. His name is completely escaping my brain. But he threw a shit fit. He was managing the team. He threw a shit fit that he was, up on the roof of the dugout stomping around.
Yeah.
And
God, I wish I could remember his name. Because he used to be a household name because
yes.
I was my older brother was a huge Dodgers fan. So
okay.
Ugh.
Holy shit! Why is his name? I'm getting old. That's what this is. It's me getting old.
Oh yeah, for sure.
hang on. I got to look this up because it's now going to annoy the shit out of me. And if I don't look it up, I'll remember it at like 2:00 in the morning, and then I'll be wide awake, wondering why the fuck this popped into my head and why it's keeping me awake.
You're not old.
Tommy Lasorda.
Tommy Lasorda, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he got so pissed that he bitched to the umpires, and the umpires ended up ejecting the mascot. And the guy that was in the costume, like that was the crown jewel of his career as a mascot, was getting ejected for pissing off Tommy Lasorda.
So it is the Philadelphia Flyers introduced fuzzy orange monster mascot, Gritty. That's the guy. So he is definitely from Philly, and I guess his name is Gritty, but they're on par with their hilarious mascot. So hell yeah, Philly.
Gritty from Philly.
Gritty.
Gritty from Philly. I like that.
Okay, it was Yuppie from Montreal. It was Montreal's mascot.
Oh, the Expos.
Yuppie. Yes. And that's who it was. And he actually that's what it was. He had a pillow and blanket. The game went into way extra innings. It was way late at night, and he was first stomping around up on the dugout, and then with a pillow and blanket, like laid down like he was going to sleep. But that pissed Tommy Lasorda off.
I'm just looking at it right now. All the whatever and Mr. Met. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you know what? That's what we have to live with. It's one of those things, like Mets fans, Jets fans. We're so. I'm not a Jets fan. I'm a Giants fan. But lately we've had to deal with barely mediocrity. But Jets fans and Met fans, like people who are fans of both of those teams, are just complete gluttons for punishment because they both suck every year.
At least you're not a Browns fan.
That's true. That's very true. Didn't the Browns win? I think the Browns won this past weekend.
They won the game. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to Super Bowl. No.
Yeah. No. The only time the Browns go to the Super Bowl is when I take a dump in the morning.
Count it.
Nicole knows what I'm talking about. See?
Whoa.
Fact check that shit.
Double
so how long have you been doing stand up?
So I started stand up. I know the exact date. Actually, it was October 8th of 2013.
Okay.
And the only way that I remember that is because my first show was at a venue called Hody's, and it was the first Monday of 2013 in October. And I just had to look up the date because
happy comedy anniversary.
Time you're ever on. Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. That's coming up. That's what is it? 8 years now? I don't know. I'm not doing math anymore. I didn't join a podcast for math tests.
7 years.
So I'm not sure how long I've been doing. 7 years. Okay. Well, let's see. That's where we're at. But yeah, so I started comedy then, and I was actually talking to my friend about how I think that when I started comedy, I actually got lucky because my first 5 minutes were 5 minutes of me choking on my own fear. So I had no illusions on how easy it would be. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I crushed like the first couple times. So I thought like I could really get this going, but not me.
Anyone who says they crushed their first time is full of shit.
They're liars.
Yeah, it's all relative too.
Actually, you know what? There's only one person I'll say actually crushed their first time, and that would be my son.
Oh, yeah.
My son actually crushed his first. Not only did he crush his first time, but Sam Tripoli was there. Billy Reno and Ted Moss. Billy Reno and Ted Moss were doing a comedy tour at the time, and Sam Tripoli is you know who Sam Tripoli is.
I'm not familiar with any of those names. I'm sorry.
Okay, Sam Tripoli is a national touring comedian. He's been on Rogan's pod. He's been in the comedy game for a really long time. He's
got it.
He's not a household name, but people who are really into stand-up comedy, you will know who he is. So
sure.
National tour, he had headlined the Improv that night and came down to this open mic when my at the time 13-year-old son was up there telling suicide jokes for his first time out. Oh yeah, it was great. And the kid he actually killed Once he got over the nerve, like he at the first, he's got the mic. He's like, I don't want to do this, Dad. I'm scared, Dad. He's like saying this into the microphone to the whole place. And then he started getting into his first couple jokes, and it was like he friggin' killed. And it wasn't the sympathy jokes for the 13-year-old. Like, this kid fucking killed. And now he doesn't do shit with it. He's lazy.
Well, I mean, he's still got time. I mean, I didn't start comedy till I was 30. So
I didn't start until I was 30 something. I don't even know.
Yeah. And
it's been 5 years.
I've always tell people that my biggest regret in comedy was waiting this long. But it was just basically me being too afraid to get on stage, man. I just needed that push. And basically the push for me was just the most awful roommate situation that has ever existed. So,
but how much material did you get out of that?
Her specifically, none. I never really
really
brought that to the table. But before I actually went on stage, I was writing a bunch. But obviously, your frame of reference is way different than actually, like, you know, being on stage and doing it.
True.
I think my first joke I wrote, this is tell you where I was at. My first joke I wrote was, God, I forget how I phrased it, but I was like, clown merkin can mean one of two things, either a merkin on a clown or a clown-based merkin. And I don't know where it was going. I just thought it was really funny.
It is.
I just imagined like rainbow pubes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that like a clown wig merkin or a clown wearing a merkin. Either way, it's hilarious.
Which now, if a clown is wearing a merkin, I would expect it to be rainbow colored, and I'd be disappointed if it wasn't.
Pipsy Pinwheel, where are you?
Yeah, we got to ask her that.
Also, you're also looking you're looking at a clown naked at that point. So the pubic hair is the least of your concerns.
Well, at that point, he's gonna fuck somebody silly.
We know some pretty hot clowns.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we know some clowns. Which
well, I know some hot clowns.
We'll pull the clowns.
Pull the clowns.
I mean that as POLL, just so. It's just that. Don't want anybody to get the wrong idea.
Oh, okay. Are they strippers too? Because hell yeah.
I mean, Pipsy does burlesque.
Yeah, she does burlesque. Yeah, so we have a clown that does burlesque. So yeah, you know.
I like that.
Performance art for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you've been doing this for 7 years, and you're producing. You know, how's the scene out in Fort Collins? Is it like, I mean, you guys got a hop and see?
We are. Yeah, BC, we're fucking bumping. Like, I was when I started comedy, I was always, you know, balls to the wall. Every mic, every show, support the scene, build the scene. Excuse me. Basically, the best part about where we're at is it's kind of like it's like a diamond in the rough, so to speak. Because first off, we're on two different interstate corridors on the I-25 north-south and I-80 east-west.
Okay.
So a lot of touring comics, you know, if they're going through and it's like a Monday night, we can put them on like some bullshit show where they, you know, we pay them $50, but it's of the angle, like, would you rather make $50 or not make $50? Because it's on your way anyway. And then since I live here and I own a house, they usually crash at my place anyway.
All right.
So you make money, you save on overhead, you can shower, you can do laundry, whatnot. But the talent pool on the I-25 corridor, that's like Boulder, Denver, Fort Collins, to a lesser extent, Greeley, Loveland, Johnstown, all those places, those all have comics there. And so the talent pool is so deep up here that
that's nice.
I used to run 6 shows, 6 venues, around 12 to 13 planned shows, not counting all the one-offs that I would be hit up. And I could not, if I didn't want to, I would not be able to, or I didn't need to double down on a headliner for about a year.
Wow.
So that's how hot the scene was. Plus, Spirit Airlines and Frontier both have hubs in Denver. So you can get both of the East and West Coast comics here for very minimal dollars. So it's like you hit a comic up, be like, exactly. You're like, hey, if you can withstand like, you know, a 3-hour flight on Spirit, I could line you up with a month, like a week's worth of shows where you can go home with like $800 in your pocket.
Damn. See, that's nice.
Yeah.
We need to get back to that so people keep wearing fucking masks, stop being assholes.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, yep.
It's been weird down here, man. They're just starting to open stuff up. The governor, I don't know if because they're allowing people into the stadium now.
I know in Pinellas County, he doesn't know, the county that's just south of us, masks became optional.
Yeah.
But here in Hillsborough, I believe they're still required.
Yeah.
So,
but
which is weird.
They're just starting to open up restaurants. The governor said, you can run at any capacity that you're comfortable with up to 100%. So, and there are some places that aren't that are sticking with the 50%, occupancy because Florida's still a hotbed.
Yeah, and this is my angle: is that I remember back in the day when we took responsibility for our own actions. And I say, if you're willing to risk it, fucking do it. If not, I mean, because I think at this time, I mean, the reason for the whole quarantine was to whatever the curve, right? That was like the main point. Flatten the curve. So, I mean, haven't we done that? I don't know. But the point is that if you feel, the editorial, you feel that you can go out and do that. But also don't take unnecessary risks and be responsible. And if you get sick, don't go to the hospital. Die at home like a regular person.
There you go.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, that's the biggest thing is personal responsibility. Nobody wants to take personal responsibility.
I'm going to be responsible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a responsible person because I deal with the general public and I deal a lot with the general public. So I'm not wearing my mask to not get sick. I'm wearing my mask to not get other people sick.
Correct.
So, which is what the whole point was in the beginning.
Yeah.
What the whole point was anyway.
Exactly.
But when it comes down to personal responsibility, everybody's no, the government's got to make the decisions for me. I can't make decisions myself.
The other day I was out at work wearing my mask and somebody was like, it's optional now. And I was like, yeah, I'm opting to wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Go ahead.
I hate how it's become now you're wearing your politics on your face.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I absolutely fucking hate wearing a mask. I hate
me
it.
Too.
I sweat. I'm a fat motherfucker. I sweat. I'm from up north. I live in Florida and I'm fat. Just there's your baseline. Now you can tell how much I sweat.
A lot of chafing.
Gold Bond, baby, Gold Bond. And you got to get the green one. The green one is minty and it tingles. So
good point. I don't chafe a lot, but I have thick thighs and they do not always save my lives.
That's true.
So
that's true. But I absolutely hate wearing it. Like an hour, if I'm wearing a mask while I'm working, like within an hour, it's like I'm being waterboarded because it's completely saturated with sweat. And I'm breathing every time I inhale, it's just I'm inhaling water.
So not to be gross, but I get like a sweat mustache a lot.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay, but like you guys have beards. How does that work with your masks and stuff? Is it like like fluffy?
Right there.
Is it fluffy or?
Well, the beard
my mask basically.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Jacob. Go ahead.
My mask basically hangs. My mask basically is etched on my nose. And it folds down, so it's not tight on my neck. So it's just like it's basically a repurposed dinner cloth napkin. So it just hangs there.
See, I could, because I sweat, I'd have to carry 50 freaking reusable masks. So I'm doing the non-environmental thing, and I use the blue fake surgical masks that I got from China from Amazon. But though I go through those, so it's easier just to sweat through it, throw it out, get a new one. That one's tight to the face. So one of the reasons why I grew my goatee out was to kind of give me a little air vent coming in, because otherwise it's just, breathing in hot, stanky air. And one thing I did learn, and this is some good advice for every single person that can hear my voice right now: do not eat a tuna sandwich and then put a mask on. Just saying.
I like it. I kind of weirdly like it when I burp, but nobody knows that I'm burping. I can smell it, yes, but hey, nobody sees that I'm burping. I can just burp freely now.
I make faces at people.
I don't. I heard what I heard somebody say. So when you smile, your eyes kind of squint. Like if you smile naturally, your eyes kind of squint. They said that instead of smiling now, they're just squinting to imply that they're smiling. That's
the epitome of laziness right there.
Yeah, exactly. Just smile. What's the problem?
Yeah, how fucking hard is it?
I realized the other day that it's been 6 months since a random man told me to smile because I would look prettier if I did.
Nice.
I like that. I like that people are not randomly telling me to smile now.
It's true, by the way. You should smile. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, boom, count it. What?
I said a random man. This man is not quite. He's random.
True.
I'm pretty fucking
Yeah.
random. I'm pretty fucking random. So is the scene starting to come back, or you guys still
piecemeal? Like I said, cautious optimism. I'm running an indoor show first and third Friday of the month, but like I said, all CDC guidelines, all that jazz, and that's pretty much the only indoor show that we're doing in Northern Colorado. There's a bunch of shows that are popping up that are outdoors, but
how's the audience respond? Like, are people coming out to see comedy?
Yeah, dude, people are so fucking thirsty. They fucking need it. And I actually went to a venue called Prost in Fort Collins, and I saw live music for the first time since March, and I almost started crying because I was like, oh my gosh. it just like, it feeds your soul, and you don't understand how empty and shitty everything is until you remember that it wasn't always like that, and then live music actually fuels who you are.
I think, with me personally, because I'm a hermit, I don't go out often. Like the biggest, the only real change for me with this whole quarantine is not going out and doing shows. That's it. Everything else in my life stayed the same. I just hide at home, and I like it.
Yeah.
You said that some venues are doing outdoor shows. What's the weather like right now for that?
Well, here's another problem with Colorado is that we're fucking on fire. So there's been a lot of really bad smoke.
Gotcha.
So much that I actually literally had to buy like a $300 HEPA filter because I was waking up with these headaches that felt like a hangover, but I wasn't drinking.
Well, since it being Colorado and with those fires, how much of those fires are the jazz cabbage? Like, could you just go outside and get high, or is it,
honestly, here's the funny thing. Well, let me first get back to it. The weather's been good, really good outside of the fires. It just looks super hazy and shitty, but when you're in like a park scenario, how it usually is, it's pretty okay. Somebody brings like, I'm not sure how they do it because I haven't been invited to any of the park ones. I've just seen them posted on the internet and stuff through my friends. But it looks like it's that you just have to. It's like a cappella comedy. You just have to talk from the diaphragm and be loud. Exactly.
Which you should be doing on stage anyway.
Exactly. But I mean, you really got to learn. And it's like the mic is just a prop at this point. So, and then also a lot of music comics are fucking taking it to like a duck with water or something. Like they literally, that's their wheelhouses because they're musical comics. They don't really need that PA stuff. So they're out there with their acoustic, just really projecting.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of stuff with marijuana. Is it legal in Florida yet?
It's legal for medical. It's not legal for recreational use, although small amounts of possession have been decriminalized. So if you get caught, you get caught with a dime bag, at worst they'll write you a citation for it and send you on your way. They don't lock you up.
Yeah, be like, yeah, don't do that again, sort of situation. Don't get caught again is what they're saying.
Exactly. But
I mean, that's what I've always said. If I ever have my own children, I'm like, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying don't get caught doing it.
I've taught my kids that with a lot of things. Yeah, you could do it.
Exactly.
Just, you get caught, it's on you. There's a push for recreational use to be legalized here. I have a feeling it's going to.
There's no reason for it not to. It's just a big boon in the economy.
Yeah.
You could look at all the studies from Colorado, Oregon, California, and be like, wow, it's way safer than alcohol, and it brings in so much fucking money.
Well, I think that's what I think that's really what they're looking at is how they're going to tax it. Like here in Florida, we don't have a state income tax, and sales taxes, except for the county we happen to live in, are relatively low. So it's just a matter of them figuring out how to tax it. That's what it is. The devil's lettuce.
Jazz cigarettes.
Jazz cigarettes.
Jazz cigarettes. Hell
The
yeah.
spooky spinach. Oh.
I like how many different names it has. We could just sit here and go back and forth for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So.
That's true.
The euphemisms are great. It's like masturbation. I love the euphemisms.
I looked up the other day. Don't ask me why. I looked up how many different names, like nicknames, penis has. There was like a ton. There was a ton. I stopped reading the list. I stopped reading the list.
What's your
Were there
favorite?
any that? Yeah, exactly.
So the list was comprised of both dick names and also names for jizz, or like the act of ejaculation.
Oh,
I really
skeet,
like
skeet, motherfucker.
No, I really like the Gentleman's Crusade.
That's a good one. So what? So what's your favorite euphemism for a penis?
Oh, I just like the word dick.
Dick.
Yeah.
What's yours, Jacob?
Also cock.
Cock.
Depends on context.
Nickname,
favorite nickname
for penis.
I was like,
I don't know. I just think wiener is funny.
I'm a big fan of the movie Porky's. So Tallywhacker.
I like schlong.
Totally.
Tallywhacker.
Schlong's good.
Schlong.
Here's a funny thing about names and stuff. I went to college with a girl whose name was literally Azure Nutting.
No. Jesus,
Yeah.
her parents didn't think about that.
You know what? Maybe they did.
I hope for her sake she got married.
She did. Yeah, no, she was a very attractive person. So you can look her up on the internet. And
I married somebody named with the last name coming on my face.
You got married into that, so it's hyphenated. So her last name was coming, and your last name was on your face. So yeah.
Man,
I can't. I love this. This is why I love this.
So what's your ultimate goal as a comedian? Where do you measure, or where would you classify success lies? Like when you reach that point?
Sustainability. When it can be literally my full-time job and I can do it. Basically, if I could stay in a hotel room while on tour.
Okay.
Even
better if somebody else is paying for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's great. But also sustainability. And sustainability in my book is probably around $30,000 a year.
Okay.
That being said, last year, 2019 BC, I made 12,000. So baby steps to the top.
You're getting there.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. So
And
congratulations on making a decent rate, I guess.
Oh, appreciate it. And this is the thing too that a lot of younger comics don't understand is that you have to have small benchmarks, so you're not just treading water. So you know that you're actually moving forward in the game instead of like a lot of like, my goal is to be on TV. It's like, yeah, that's fine, but what's your goal before then? Because that won't happen for 10 plus years, guaranteed. Yep. And it's just like, that's my only goal. I'm like, well, you're gonna at year 7, you're gonna be like, what am I doing? And quit. Because I've seen it happen a million times where you don't set those benchmarks, so you don't know what you're doing, and so you're just treading water, and you're donezo.
Just so our viewers have a point of reference, and for me myself too, I know you said you've been doing comedy for about 7 years, and you didn't get started until your 30s. Can I ask how old you are now? How old are you now?
37.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, cool.
So you started when he was 30.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I can math.
I thought he said I started in my 30s. I wasn't sure at like what age exactly.
Oh, no, it was literally, so my birthday's in June and I started in October.
Okay, I gotcha.
So
that's a good point is with those benchmarks. Like I have like a bucket list of things I want to accomplish. You know, like I want to perform for the USO. I want to have a deli sandwich named after me. Like,
amen.
Just make it.
These are things.
Wait, that one you can do. I have a drink named after me that I just made and then just like passed along to all my friends.
No. I want a deli to say, hey, we're going to name a sandwich after you.
I got you. I'll help you out with that.
That's what I want. I came this close and then my friend sold her deli.
Oh.
Here's a funny bucket list thing that I didn't know I had until I accomplished it. Same exact situation. I had a beer named after me.
Nice.
So I was working venues at a brewery and a restaurant, and they joined forces for my birthday to push the beer that I wanted. So I'm like a session drinker. Nice. I mean, I'm down with getting hammered, but like if I'm going to be day drinking, it's like a 5% beer. And so I had them do this like light session beer around 5.5 APV so I could drink it all day and party. And it was named Erdmania Ale.
Nice.
Can you, when you have a moment, can you like send me a picture of like the bottle or a link to the brewery or something so I can take a look at it?
Is this something still available, or was it just for that one?
No, both are defunct.
Oh,
damn.
You don't have like one bottle that you saved or something?
They only kegged it. It.
Okay. All right. That's cool. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
But still, that's a benchmark achievement.
Totally. And I didn't even know I wanted it till I had it. And I think on my Instagram, I can show you on my Instagram that I just took a picture of the tap that it was. It was just Erdmania Ale in white lettering with a blue background. But that was enough for me.
That's good. Yeah, for sure. Somebody made a beer with you in mind. So
exactly.
It's good to have goals.
And I helped brew it as well. So I went in there and I was all digging through the hops or smashing the grapes or whatever. I mean, obviously,
did you dunk your balls in it? Like is my beer.
That was the secret recipe.
I honestly really like all the beers that come, not all obviously, but a lot of the beers that come out of Colorado. And I think that's one of the reasons that we met, because I was in Fort Collins with my mom on holiday, which my mom's watching, by the way, and she asked if I knew you from then. And because we took a New Belgium tour and some other places and stuff.
Totally.
Like that. Yeah. So I like Colorado beers a lot.
Well, that's another thing that I like about the Fort Collins scene as well, is that it's not too big, but it's small enough and tight enough that new people like you, Nicole, would show up and you wouldn't be inundated by too many creeps, but also enough people to just say hello, welcome to the scene. Yeah. Respect for doing this because we're all doing this.
Right. I still talk to Weston.
Yep. Unruh. Yep.
Yes. So that's cool. You're the only two people who I like kept contact with from there. So.
Oh, hell yeah.
20 questions? You want to do 20 questions?
Let's do the thing.
We're going to do 20 questions. All right. So
20.
These are 20. It's actually not 20. It's more than 20 because we just don't know how to count.
Nope.
Or just don't give a shit. It's a podcast. We don't need to do math. Fuck that.
Exactly. Hey.
So 20 questions. Some are light, or most are light and topical. Some are deep and philosophical. So let's do this thing. Number one, what is your non-alcoholic drink of choice?
Oh man, I hate to say it, but Mountain Dew. It'll be the death of me.
Man, I got to be honest with you. I used to chug Mountain Dew like it was going out of style.
Dude, Predator's blood.
I don't do that anymore. You want to know why I don't do that anymore? Goddamn diabetes. That's why.
Yep, exactly.
Look, every now and again, I'll have one like that. Somebody did one of those things like fill in the blank kind of thing on Facebook today, and it was like your food orders at different restaurants. And one of the few exceptions to me not drinking, or to me drinking full sugar soda, is when I go to Taco Bell. It's either got to be Mountain Dew or Baja Blast.
Do either of you gentlemen try the random flavors that come out and the specialty flavors and stuff?
Hell yeah.
Yo, when is Mountain Dew going to come out with it? You don't? You just like straight up OG.
That and Code Red.
Yeah, Code Red's good. I used to like Voltage is good, but the white one they had, I forget what the hell the white one was.
That clear one?
No, it was white. It looked like jizz. It looked like a fucking 20-ounce bottle of jizz, but a little liquidier.
Gross.
It was good though.
Oh,
but
totally.
Anytime, because my son's 15, so like anytime a new
it's called Whiteout.
Whiteout, that's what it was. anytime one of those new flavors comes out, it's like we got to try it. Like, every year they come out with the Liberty Brew, and they came out with one called Dew Shine, which I was disappointed didn't have alcohol in it.
Dew Shine.
And also it's a little bit close to douche.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I thought you said.
Well, Mountain Dew is not only my favorite soda of all time, it's also my two favorite things to do. Mount and Dew.
Do the Dew.
Anyway. All right. Moving on. Number 2. What is your favorite color? Actually, the camera's over there, but the screen's over there.
Yeah, I'm over here. My favorite color, I would say burgundy is generally what I would go with, because on accident, it's like the majority of my clothes just happen to be burgundy, and my car was burgundy, and it highlights my cheekbones in a very gracious manner.
That's a very specific answer. I think that's the most specific answer we've ever gotten.
Seriously, usually it's like blue, red, black. Burgundy.
Boring. I'm burgundy, baby.
Number 3, dog or cat?
Dog for sure.
Woof.
Yeah.
Number 4, what is the strangest job you've ever had?
Strangest job I've ever had. Strangest in experience or strangest as in what I had to do?
Just what you had to do, like a weird job.
My current job is pretty strange. It's a mortgage inspection.
Ooh.
So I literally drive around the country and take pictures of buildings and write a report and send those reports to mortgage companies to let them know that the property management company's doing their job. I'm like a glorified narc.
There you go.
Wait, so you had to clarify whether it was experience or actual job. Does that mean that you have a strange experience in mind?
I used to work security at a major music venue in southern Wisconsin called Alpine Valley. And so I worked there for 6 years, and that was very, very strange.
Okay.
I know exactly, by my life experience, exactly what you're talking about. I was a bouncer in New York for a long time, and big events and the fun and interesting things and people that you meet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I worked there from 2000 to 2006, and there would be things that you would see just like, for example, at like an Ozfest, you would just see 2 like bikers fucking in the middle of the road, but you wouldn't stop them because
sorry, go on.
It's go just on. Like it was beyond my job description to stop 2 people from fucking, so you just allow them to, and then people are watching. It's not like they were being discreet about it. It's just
it's Ozfest, man. Just let it happen.
Guys, entertainment industry is my favorite industry.
Well, you look at it this way: if you're at a concert festival, there's 2 people fucking. They're not hurting anybody. They're not starting a fight.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're fucking. They're in a good mood and they're happy. They're not going to be a problem. Let them fuck. Let everybody watch, and you move on when they're done.
You're not wrong.
Amen.
That's it. As long as it was a consensual.
Exactly.
Occurrence.
No one was getting hurt. She looked like she was having a good time, and he was sweating bullets.
There you go. I went to 2 Ozfest events, so I know it.
Oh wait.
Times.
Wait, let me see your back.
My back?
Well, I'm just I'm referencing that maybe it was you. Maybe you were one of the bikers fucking in Alpine. Oh, it was you. I noticed that. Take your shirt off. Let me see that ass.
What's funny is I may, way back in the day, I hope my kids aren't listening to this, way back in the day, I want to say it was a Gin Blossoms concert at the Meriwether Post Pavilion in Washington, D.C. in the grass with the girl I was dating at the time. Something may have happened.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, exactly.
Allegedly something happened. So I dig it.
Totally.
All right. Number 5. What is your biggest fear?
Oh God. My biggest fear? Being misunderstood.
Oh, that's
what do you
sweet.
mean?
A joke goes something or something gets taken out of context, and then people start applying pressure on that out of context statement.
Yeah.
And then your career is fucked. Your career is foobarred because somebody is trying to throw you under the bridge or under the bus because they don't like you or something you said, and they take a snippet of a podcast, of a joke, and then they move it forward, and then people start jumping on the bandwagon because that's the internet. And then now you're pushed in a corner, and then people will stop working with you because they heard of this clip. But it's just the idea of because the internet is actually a very dangerous place. And there was another local comedian, and this guy, I don't like him at all. He's actively trying to end my career by saying that I'm a sexual predator. So I had to go to a lawyer and have him write him a note that said, if you keep doing this, I'm going to sue you because that's liability. And so if you put that on the internet, that could end my career prematurely. And for whatever reason,
it's not it's libel. And it's,
exactly.
Jacob, I have a question. Sorry, go on. No, finish what you were going to say.
That's pretty much it. It just, I had a lawyer, a liability lawyer, approach him and say, you got to take this off the internet and do a public apology. Otherwise you're going to get sued, because you don't throw around allegations of that magnitude.
Yeah, for sure. I have a question. Because of that, and because of your fear, because of what's happened, do you kind of like censor your comedy act? Do you censor what you do?
Oh, no. One time I got yellow carded at a comedy festival because somebody that nobody even knows said that they felt uncomfortable around me because of my comedy. But at that point I was like, what am I like? I was on stage. They felt uncomfortable. They filed a complaint. Just leave. It was a comedy festival. There were so many other stages. And so that was kind of the start of me being like, holy shit, like, if this person or anybody says, I'm uncomfortable around this specific comedian. But then also there was a situation where this other comic was trying to come after me, and there was a bunch of women in the scene, and they're like, well, who are you talking about? And the moment they said my name, they're like, oh, dude, he's an ally. So that's the kind of thing. You surround yourself by your reputation of being a good person. And regardless of one outlier asshole trying to end my career, I mean, any woman who's ever toured with me or knows me knows that I'm not a predator, but that's still one of the biggest fears, because I have been yellow carded once.
No, not for sure. Like I'm a lady personally, and I've met you in person, and I've been in contact with you for the past couple of years, and I don't in any way feel threatened by you. I think you're a cool dude.
Yeah, but you're creepy as fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I am. I'm totally creepy.
You're the fun kind of creepy. Next up, number 6. What is your guilty pleasure song? The song you'll rock the fuck out to until you stop at a red light and have to lower it because you don't want anybody knowing.
Oh God, for sure. It's a Miley Cyrus song.
Oh Jesus! You don't have to go any further. I got no. What song?
Miley Cyrus, her cover of "You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome When You Go."
Oh. I
love that cover. I don't know why, but it's just like, oh God, I love that fucking cover. And the video is pretty cool too. It's just, that's definitely a guilty pleasure. And when I try to tell people like, hey, this is actually, give her a chance, and they're like, fuck no. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm not even going to push the issue. That's fucking, don't worry about it. I don't care enough.
Are you a Miley Cyrus fan in general?
No.
Are you a Metallica fan in general?
Their early years.
I like him. Album.
So Miley Cyrus did a cover of Nothing Else Matters, and what's the word that the kids say? It slams. It spanks.
It
slaps. It slaps.
Does that mean good?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It slaps. That's the word I was looking for. Not it slams.
Or it smacks. At least all three of us got to what the kids are talking about these days.
Yeah.
All right. Number 7, what fictional character do you most identify with?
Fictional character. I would like to say mostly with the idea of Yoda.
Interesting, that is.
Yeah, exactly. Because you read a lot of his dialogue, and he's the kind of person, like, for example, he goes, adventure, excitement, a Jedi craves not these things. Meanwhile,
Silent Bob said that. All right.
He did say that. But the point of the matter is that, he was just trying to cultivate his lifestyle, and he was trying to better people through his existence. And I just really liked his philosophy. And it actually, the whole Jedi Order and the whole fictional science fiction, the whole whatever Star Wars genre is located in has got me into reading more and developing more of an idea of the samurai of like feudal Japan and stuff, which was all based off of that.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Religiously speaking, are you a Jedi?
I would not say that.
Okay.
I would say religiously speaking, if karma's a religion, then that's my religion.
Okay.
All right. Number 8, vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I definitely like the clarification.
Number 9, what is your go-to comfort food? What makes you feel all warm and fuzzy?
Oh God, cheeseburgers for sure, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to write a joke about this, but they're talking about secret menus for fast food restaurants. The secret menu of McDonald's is you can add mac sauce to anything.
See, my favorite McDonald's secret menu item is either the Airland and Sea Burger or the McGangbang.
Oh,
What?
okay.
You don't know what a McGangbang is?
No.
Okay.
Me neither.
Well, an Airland and Sea is a burger patty, a chicken patty, and a fish patty, like all on the same sandwich. Airland and Sea. The McGangbang is you take a McChicken, well, you get a McDouble, and then you separate it. So you got bread and meat, and then you take an entire McChicken sandwich and put it in the middle.
You are a genius, sir.
Yeah, like not the chicken pat, like the whole fucking sandwich. So you got
Exactly.
bread, meat, bread, chicken, bread, meat, bread. So it's like McGangbang. I didn't make this up. It's
okay. But also you could add mac sauce to that.
Yes. And then it's a gooey gangbang.
Whoa. Let's just say I'm going to bring the tarp. When I come down to visit you guys, I'm going to bring the tarp.
Yes.
You guys just gave me an idea that now I want to ask for a Big Mac, but with chicken patties.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
And sausage. I used to actually work at McDonald's, and this is one of the many jobs I got fired from. But one of the times that I got fired from McDonald's for showing up drunk too much, which was
how many
20.
Too much. I was gonna say how
That's
many
what I'm saying.
too much at McDonald's.
I was 20. I thought one time would be too much, but it was like 5 or 6. But I was working the breakfast to lunch, and I forgot to change out the sausage patties. So I was doing like double cheeseburgers and stuff with the sausage patties, and I ate one myself, and that is revolutionary.
Nice.
Yeah, don't
try that out.
Exactly. Ask for the sausage patties in like a double cheeseburger situation, not the hamburger patties.
All right. And now that they do fucking breakfast 24/7.
They don't.
Exactly.
What? They don't?
No, I went to McDonald's last night at like 4:00 in the morning or something, and they were like, "We're only serving McChicken, chicken nuggets, and Big Macs."
I would have burned the fucking place down right there. That's it.
I just
I would have burned the fucking place down.
That's intense.
Well, the problem is the cops have been like, "We totally get it," and plus you're in Florida, so it wouldn't even be that crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
I got some Florida man stories when you're ready for them.
All
By
right,
the way,
we'll do 20 questions and we'll get there. All right.
Okay.
Number 10. Speaking of cheeseburgers, what is your favorite cheesy movie?
Cheesy movie. I've said this so many times. My favorite. It's the cheesiest movie. Three Amigos.
That's a great movie.
It is.
I mean, it is
best
cheesy
movie.
as fuck, but
it's slapstick and it's subtle. It is the greatest comedy movie of all time. It is so fun to watch. But also, I like the movie Starship Troopers.
that one's good too.
And there's boobs in it too, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Three Amigos was definitely lacking in boobs, unless you want to count Chevy Chases. Number 11. What is your favorite literary work?
Dude, I am a ridiculously hardcore science fiction person.
Okay.
So
Dianetics.
no, that's isn't that nonfiction now? I don't know how that goes.
Yeah, whatever.
Fucking Scientology. Anyway, I would say my favorite literary works would probably have to be this let's see, what have I been reading lately? I don't know. A lot of times I was just moving forward with a lot of the Star Wars stuff. So now all the Star Wars books that came out after like Return of the Jedi up until when they started the new movies, they're all called Legends now. So
Okay.
A lot of those movies or a lot of those books were like, I would just buy the hardcover. I mean, if you guys ever come over to my house, you can see you know, a $25 hardcover book of that's no longer canon. So
okay,
a lot of it is Star Wars, and but I also I fall asleep to the audiobook of Catch-22 a lot of times.
a lot of times.
Yeah, because sometimes when I'm feeling homesick, because I'm on the road a lot with my mortgage inspection job, I get homesick, so I just put on an audiobook and fall asleep to it, and that reminds me of, you know, the good times and being safe. It's like drinking a Coke or a Mountain Dew.
There you go. Number 12. If you could have lived through any time period, including the present, what time period and why?
Question: would I know how it ended, or would I just be? Would I?
Well, yeah.
Would I just be smacked in there with no memory of what's going on?
Ooh, no one's ever asked that before.
I know.
You know what? Let's go with you'll have the knowledge of how it ends.
Ooh.
So you'll know the story of the history. So, you know.
And do I already know the language?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think being in like the height of Rome would be one of the coolest fucking things ever. And being like, yo, dude, this will only happen for another 1,000 years or whatever, but let's fucking party. Like, let's wine it up. Let's grape it up. Let's
just don't tell them your last name.
Oh, definitely not.
That would not fly well in Rome.
But also, yeah, exactly.
Would you do anything? Oh, sorry. Would you do anything to like stop gladiator fights or
hell no,
or like warn them that the fall of Rome is coming, or like? Or
I mean,
would
like
you
I
just,
said,
like,
I would be in the height of Rome, so
Okay.
I'd be like, yo, in 1,000 years, this is gonna fall. They're like, the fuck do I care?
Okay.
Yeah, let's fucking drink some wine and have an orgy.
Exactly.
Let's
go
come.
Yep. Exactly. Let's get some baths going on. Let's draw these hot baths fucking from lead pipes and shit.
Oh shit. Number 13, what is your adult beverage of choice?
Well, I have been moving forward with white clams.
Nice.
Well, my friend's mom misread this as white clam, and I just thought it was so funny that now every hard seltzer is a white clam for me. So it's like I try to explain this to a kid. I'm like, every video game console is a Nintendo. Every hard seltzer is a white clam. That's how old I am. But Budweiser is my go-to. The only reason, even though I am from Wisconsin, it was the beer that I grew up stealing from my dad.
What beer was that?
Budweiser.
Nice.
So that was my go-to beer forever. And if I'm ever anywhere and I'm not drinking a clam, I will just get like a 12-pack of Budweiser. That's like my go-to.
See, same thing. I grew up. My father drank Budweiser. I then switched to Bud Light, and now I'm kind of boycotting Anheuser-Busch products. But that's a long story for another time. But one thing I remember is Michelob. Do you remember the original Michelob beer?
Not specifically.
The Michelob was one of the Anheuser-Busch brands, and every now and again, I guess when my father was feeling classy, he would buy Michelob. And if you look at a Michelob
like shopping
bottle,
at Target.
Target.
Oh, whoa. My mistake.
But if you look at the bottle of, Google Michelob bottle, and it's a fucking butt plug. The bottle's a fucking butt plug. Hang on.
Hey, you know what? I'm not opposed to that, by the way. So.
Well, no, but looking back at it, it's like, holy shit, this fucking bottle's a butt plug. And this Michelob, for all you young folks out there.
Oh, for sure.
Totally. Michelob used to make a full strength beer. It wasn't always Michelob Ultra. Let me see if I can fucking find it, because I'm just getting a Michelob bottle.
That's the same thing. I mean, yeah.
I don't necessarily like Miller Lite, but the old, like, not Miller Lite, the regular Miller. I like the I'm a sucker for branding.
MGD then?
Yes. I like the Lady on the Moon.
Yeah, that's a butt plug for sure.
That's a stretch. Literally.
It's all tapered.
There are actually
Just add a foxtail and you're golden.
There you go. Why a foxtail? Why not a cheetah tail?
Hey, I don't know.
You haven't seen the butt plugs with the tail?
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
But why is it got to be a foxtail? Why can't it be a cheetah tail?
Because they're fluffy.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Somebody who gets butt plugs.
Okay, hang on. So this is the bottles that I remember. That's more of a butt plug.
That is more of a butt plug because it's got a nice base on it.
Are you just? Yeah, exactly. Oh, I thought that was that was the bottle that I was looking at. Okay, on my machine.
So I wonder why he bought them. Gotta ask my mom.
I don't know. One guy, one jar. Thinks that's not a good idea.
Hey,
makes him come way faster. Let's put it that way.
There you go. Hits the right spot.
Literally.
All right. Where adult beverages. Okay, number 14. I don't know if you have a significant other, but if you had a free pass to nail any celebrity, it could be, living or dead. And when we say dead, like they would be alive, not necrophilia. And they have to be,
a corpse action.
In this hypothetical, they have to be a willing participant. So you can't, no Bill Cosby. You gotta, it's a consensual experience. Who would it be?
Probably Kamala Harris.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
Who is that?
That's Joe Biden's
running mate.
Oh.
Current election. By the way, I want to thank everybody who's watching. I want to thank you for watching us instead of the fucking debate between the senile old man and the giant scary Cheeto.
I don't want to vote for either of them.
A lot of us don't. But I would say because she has the best chance of being the first woman president. And I think that'd be a really cool thing to say, that you had sex with the first woman president.
And she likes to suck dick, so you're already there.
Hey man, over 50% of the world loves to suck dick, so I'm not about to point any fingers.
That's true, and the other 50% likes having it done.
Yeah, I mean, well,
mostly.
Yeah, exactly. If there's a poll,
POLL or POLE,
whatever.
Shout out to my asexual buddies.
Nicole, what's the difference between a joke and 5 dicks?
I can't take a joke.
By the way, Raj fucking said that today during dinner.
During dinner?
During dinner.
You have a lovely family conversation.
Is that your son or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My 15-year-old psychopath. All right, next question. Number 15, it's a 2-parter. Number 1, what was your first car? And number 2, what is your dream car? I'm a car guy, so it's...
My first vehicle was a 1987 American Motors Jeep Comanche.
Nice.
Pre-Chrysler Bayat.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing fucking... before I sold it, it was clocking over 300,000 miles. And I didn't sell it because it was breaking down. I sold it because I couldn't afford, because it was in Wisconsin for so long that all the... salt they put on the road had rusted the underbelly of it, and that
was the pickup truck, right?
Yep. It was a comic out of Las Vegas named Jason Krychek owns a Jeep Comanche, and I just look at it and I was like, man. And honestly, if I could get a new Jeep Comanche of the 80s pre-Chrysler buyout, that would be my dream vehicle as well.
Many moons ago, I worked at a racetrack in New York, and we had one of our, I guess utility trucks was a Jeep Comanche, and that thing was a fun little ride.
Dude, it was a straight 6 4-liter. Gas mileage could have used some work, but honestly,
it'll pull down a house.
Stop it. Yeah, nothing could fucking stop it. And I had it from 16 to 24 without any, like, I never took it in. The only times I ever took it in was when it had like a flat tire, and it would just it was just such a funny old truck that if I could get that thing new, you would know that it would run for minimum 300,000 miles. And that's
those
20 years.
Those Jeep straight 6, man.
Dude, they don't make it because they last so long.
Yep. Trust me, I have a Jeep Wrangler JKU, and it's got a shitty engine in it.
But also, I had a Honda Cross Tour, and that was a great car too. It actually just got stolen in Southern Oregon, but super wide wheelbase, and it was an SUV sedan crossover. So they came up with the idea of a cross tour, but it got like 30 miles per gallon. It had a huge ass on it. So when I was touring, I could sleep in the back, no problems.
Nice.
So it was like me and my dog, and it was just so roomy and so great. And it was like luxury and also utility. So
nice.
But honestly, I think a Comanche was my first and my dream vehicle.
Those are sweet. You probably find them. You fucking be paying 50, 60 grand for it, but you know,
exactly.
You can find it.
Yeah. The collector's items now, they're fucking hilarious.
Number 16, what is the first album you remember buying?
The first album I ever bought on my own accord was a cassette tape of the Smashing Pumpkins' Siamese Dream.
Fuck
okay.
Yeah.
And my early music is fucking good. My first concert was Stone Temple Pilots. My first cassette tape was Siamese Dream, and my first CD was Green Day's Kerplunk.
All right. Good
So,
taste.
Yeah, that's how old I am also. And I don't get new music these days. I don't get it. I just don't understand. And that's a cornerstone for getting old. I just don't get it.
There are some new bands that I like, but you're right. For the most part, the older stuff is where it's at, man.
Yeah. These kids these days.
I just thought of a new question to add to our list.
Okay.
And it should be in conjunction with one of our later questions.
Okay.
Like Spotify, Pandora, iTunes. Like, what do you like?
Okay.
Like something along those lines.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
I could answer that right now.
Tell me.
Go ahead.
Mine currently is Spotify, only because with my Spotify subscription, I get free Hulu.
All right. That's valid.
It's just, yeah. And Hulu is what I watch Bob's Burgers on. So
love Bob's Burgers.
I know that is
who
my
do you
go-to.
okay, I have to ask, who do I identify with on the show?
Oh my gosh. Lynn, for sure.
Okay. All right.
My favorite characters are Lynn and Teddy. I one of my really good friends, her name is Lindsay. We've had very deep conversations regarding Bob's Burgers because she's the only person who I remember when it first came on. I was like, holy shit, everybody watch this. And she was the same person. She's like, holy shit, everybody watch this.
Yeah, I understand that.
All right.
I'm a Louise.
For sure.
I'm a Louise.
Number 17, what is the social cause you most stand for?
Oh my gosh. Well, the one that is currently up for the scariest debate currently would be women's health. Honestly, Roe versus Wade. As a man, I've always said this. As a man, I have one option. It's to be pro-choice. It is whatever the woman chooses they want to do because it's their body. And with this new judge to be put in there, it's fucking scary because if we become a nation where they make abortions illegal, they don't understand that abortions will still happen. They're just going to be way more dangerous.
Yeah, for
Correct.
sure.
And so that is the social issue that is currently the scariest for me and all of my women friends.
Now with that, something to keep in mind. It's not like, whatever judge comes in, whether it's now, whether, Trump doesn't get reelected and ends up being somebody else. It's not like the Supreme Court will be like, okay, well, we're going to take another look at Roe versus Wade. They only decide on cases that are presented to them. And if there's no case for them to make a decision on, then there's no change that can be made. So that's it's not like they're going to be like, all right, well, we're going to fuck this up. We're going to fuck this up. We're going to fuck this up. Suck my dick, everybody. That's not really how the system works. So, for those that are freaking out that it's going to be an instantaneous change, no, the system's got to work itself. That's when you got to worry. Just little side note on how the Supreme Court works.
Totally. Well, I appreciate that also.
Hey, no problem, man. Number 18. What's your favorite video game?
Oh God, my favorite video games are definitely like a first-person shooter situation. because a lot of times when it comes, I like open world games, but a lot of times, I mean, I'm not really a huge video game person outside of this year. This year I've played so many video games and eaten so much marijuana that
There's fucking nothing else to do.
I know, dude, it's keeping me sane. And I think that I relegate I relegate the video game and marijuana consumption to like December, when I can decompress, when there's not too many shows happening, it's holiday season. But this year, it's been in a whole year. So, when COVID becomes when the illusion of safety comes back into us, I probably won't touch my video games for fucking years because I'm so over it right now. But first person shooters and open world games. I want to buy a Nintendo Switch only because of the new Zelda open world. But, who the fuck has $300?
That's how much them things are? I don't play video games, so I don't even know.
Yeah, so I would say open world or first person shooters, but I have a PS4, and so I've kind of a hard. It's hard to buy another one since this one still works and it's still relevant.
I agree. I still use my Nintendo Wii.
Amen, baby.
And funny fact, that's the first video game console I ever owned.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
before the PS4, the other one that I owned was a Nintendo GameCube, and that was in college. So that just tells you how often I played video games.
I'm
more of a pornography guy.
Yes. All right. Number
Nicole,
19.
where you at, girl?
I have never owned myself a video game console. It's always been that of my partner, and which they usually take with them, unfortunately.
Yeah, what about porn though?
Love it.
Yeah.
For it. We're a very sex worker friendly podcast. You know this.
Number 19. Question number 19. And you can't say comedian. So aside from comedian, what would you consider to be your dream job?
Oh God, dude, they got these jobs out there. Well, my dream job literally would be working for the Park Service, making trails. Like hiking trails for people and stuff. So basically what they have to do,
cutting down trees and
gotcha. putting a path that people can follow, and then mapping it out and presenting it to the people, because you could bring your animal with you. I have a dog, and you get to be out there and you park your truck and nobody's watching you. It's more of this is your project, finish it at this time. And you're like, I got a chainsaw, I got a hatchet, let's go through the middle of this. And, that would be my dream job.
Have you done that type of work before?
I have not, but I have daydreamed about it. Does that count?
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Funny side note with that. I started working on a project for a local parks department down here, not cutting trails, but they do guided tours. And they wanted me to put together like a spiel for the tour guides to use that brought a little comedy into them explaining the nature of what's around. COVID put the brakes on that, but that was a cool project to at least get started with, trying to write this comedy / informative, spiel for the people.
Dude,
you have to make that family friendly, right?
Yeah.
You can't talk about
not everything.
rape.
Not everything I talk about is about Disney characters fisting each other. Okay. No.
But that's like my favorite topic.
I know.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I love talking about that, but there's more to me than just Disney characters fisting.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Got a whole lot of dirty Disney songs.
More than just dick jokes. I know.
That's it,
you have Richard jokes too.
The highest brow dick and fart jokes. Amen.
That's it, because I'm classy and shit.
Number
20. What is the most crazy, weird, interesting, bizarre fact about you?
I'm uncircumcised.
Hey, a slug.
Or
this I've heard it a convertible model.
Yeah, exactly. I've tried to make a joke out of this, but I have had at least 5 very serious concussions and then a slew of other concussions. And the joke was predicated on the idea that the more that they redefine what a concussion is, are the more concussions that I've had. And so I'm like, scientists, like, you've done it. Like, quit redefining what it is to have a concussion, because you're just giving me more concussions.
What did you do to obtain so many concussions?
Oh God. Well, let's see. A lot of sports, and I was a kid of the 80s. So it's not like we didn't believe in helmets. It's just helmets were for pussies. So,
man, me and my friends, I played football for a really long time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, a lot of it was football.
In high school, we used to play, full contact, no pads.
Absolutely.
And I got knocked out. I went to go tackle this dude. He was lower than me. As soon as I wrapped him, he came right up, bottom of my chin, knocked my fat ass out cold. And then I walked 3 miles home with a concussion and then went to sleep.
Dude, I went skateboarding drunk, and I fell, and I went to the doctor 3 days later. I went to the ER 3 days later because I couldn't eat or drink anything. I was sucking on a rag because that's the amount of liquid that I could suck without puking everywhere. And the doctor comes in and he goes, well, we got good news. Your brain stopped bleeding. When did this happen? And I was like, Friday night. And they're like, what did you do Friday night? I was like, well, I smoked some weed and I went to bed. They're like, if you would have came in that night, we would have had to drill a hole in your head to release the pressure.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was May of 2008. And
damn,
maybe I'm dead. I don't know. Maybe this is purgatory. This is great though. Glad to have you in my purgatory.
We're glad to be here.
Yeah.
Number 21. This is important. Is the earth round or flat?
Oh my gosh. Did you know flat earthers are rebranding themselves as true earthers?
No.
Really?
Stop it.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Did they consult all of their members all around the world?
Exactly. All around the globe. No, dude, I was flabbergasted. There's a guy in this scene, in the Fort Collins scene, that I had to explain to him why the moon looks blue during the daytime and it looks moon colored during the nighttime because of the sun hitting the atmosphere, and the sun doesn't hit the atmosphere at night. It's just reflection. Point is, he told me through our various accounts of back and forth that he's not a flat earther, he's a true earther. And that was crazy. I have a bumper sticker on my car that says I'm the proud parent of a flat earther. So
so what shape do true earthers think the planet is?
Flat. They just want to rebrand it as true.
Is it like a disc, or is it like a puzzle piece? Is it like an island with no water?
You're asking the wrong dude.
You can tell this guy that if the earth was truly flat, cats would have pushed everything off of it by now.
What if the earth is flat? But hear me out. But it used to be a circle. It used to be a sphere, and then it broke apart. So there's just chunks of former Earth now.
Okay. You can get on an airplane.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've been high enough.
Time zones.
I see the
curvature. Do you know how time
of
zones work?
Yes, I've been in the world high enough up that I see the curvature of the
Here's
Earth.
The craziest shit about flat earthers. They agree that all the other planets and the moon are all round.
Yeah.
We're the only one flat.
Do you think if you put a flat earther, do you think if you put a flat earther in a plane and just said go east, and then eventually they came back to where they started from, then it would change their mind?
No, because they're so fucking stupid. They wouldn't. They'd be like, "What's
east?" You can't. And the problem with flat earthers is that they have a scientific reason for one thing, but that's not how science works. Science has to work for everything around it. And so they have one example and then they cherry pick another example, but that one example doesn't work for that example. So but they don't care. It's, I've talked to flat earthers before, and you just have to end the conversation and go get drunk because you're like, you exist? Whoa.
All right, Christopher Columbus.
Number 22. What did you want to be what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh God, as a kid? Dude, I had all the stereotype bullshit. Ironically, I said that I wanted to be an astronaut, but I'm so bad at math that there's no fucking, I just said that to say that because I thought that's what you said.
Yeah.
I didn't have any aspiration. I didn't care. I didn't even, honestly, I really never even thought about it. Like being a kid is like being blackout drunk. You live in the moment and you just make the answers what people want, you think they want you to hear or you want them to hear. I had no fucking idea.
What's funny is saying that being a kid is like being blackout drunk is so fucking on the money.
Mm-hmm.
I have kids. I don't know if you have kids or not. You know, I know you don't have human kids, but having toddlers is like living with tiny hammered people. Because you'll find a fucking carrot in a sock, a slice of bologna in a fucking DVD player. Like, just you'll find shit in weird fucking places.
I don't have children of my own, but I've worked with a lot of children, and I've worked with a lot of drunk people. And you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right,
dude. If Nicole can, both you as a bouncer and Nicole as a dancer. Dude, you guys have to deal with the brunt of the drunk assholes.
Yes.
There are only 3 people on Earth in existence that are 100% honest. Angry people, children, and drunk people.
Yeah.
They are the only ones that will be 100% honest.
Drunken
Their
words.
filter is gone.
Thoughts.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you think that, so you said you wanted to be an astronaut, stereotypically so, but like, do you think that any flat earthers wanted to be an astronaut when they were children?
And they're pissed off that they were too dumb to make it, so they're like, you know what, fuck it, the Earth's flat now.
Now they're taking it out on the rest of us by making us be like, how do you exist? What are you doing?
All right.
Long answer is yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Final question that I got, and then Nicole's got one for you. And this is the question that determines whether or not you'll ever be invited back here.
All right.
iPhone or Android?
I am on an iPhone currently.
Fuck it, he ain't coming back.
That being said, I am pro Android 100%, but also the reason that I got an iPhone is because I didn't have one before. And so I'm of the mentality that I don't want to be in a situation where I don't know how to use technology.
Okay,
so
I can accept that.
I am more than happy to have an Android, but Apple has made it so easy to, like, for example, if your phone gets stolen or broken, you just get another one and it's right exactly how you left it at the latest backup. I'm sure Android has the same thing, but I haven't had an Android for like 5 years. But the reason I like iPhones is, well, the reason that I have an iPhone is that they're everywhere. The iPhone that I'm talking to you on right now, I got for a 6-pack. So pretty cheap.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
And like I said, again, I got it because I didn't know how to use it. So now I know how to use it. Honestly, I would have to get back on an Android to see which interface works best for me.
Okay. I mean, the one thing that's nice about having an iPhone is you get all the features that Android already had.
Okay, so that being said, Android.
All right. You're welcome back.
Yes, playing the game, baby.
All right, Nicole, you're up.
Jacob, I have one more question for you.
All right.
Last more, because that's English. Take us through a typical day in the life.
Oh, currently or before?
Whatever you want, whatever you choose.
Oh God. Okay. Well, currently is a little bit. Yeah, currently is a little bit more depressing than before, because pre-COVID BC, I would wake up and then I would basically just be booking all day, because I was doing around 20. Like I said, I was on stage like 20 times a month, but I was booking around 12 to 13 shows. So it's a booking. I got a website. I got the and then social media, as you know, is a full-time fucking job.
Yeah.
I always try to tell other comics that being funny is great. Supporting the scene is great. But as soon as you hit that next level, being relevant is way, way more important than fucking anything. You have to be on people's radars, because they're like, oh shit, I've been booking this show out. I completely forgot about you, because your online presence is nothing. And so it was like, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, just constantly posting dumb shit, throwing shit against the wall, see what sticks, staying away from politics 100%, because in 5 years, if you wrote or said something crazy, like a bunch of like these baseball guys said like a bunch of racist shit when they were like 16 and now they're 19 and they get a multi-million-dollar contract expunged or like canceled because they said some racist shit when they were 16. Like, I don't want that. I don't, that's the thing that, like I was saying before, the misunderstanding, not that posting racist shit is misunderstanding, but you stick to comedy. Like if you look at my Facebook, there is little to none, or Instagram, little to none political. I'm not taking sides. I'm just trying to stay relevant. But now, wake up, masturbate, take a shower, wait for this podcast.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, see?
That's not the end, but thank you. That's not the end, but thank you. So,
also drinking white clams for days.
Clams. That's fucking. What's funny about White Claws? It popped up in my Facebook memories today. I shared a video last year. It's like a guy in the woods. He's like, this is a big thing now. Is people drinking these White Claws. Do you know what goes into your body when you drink one of these? And then it cuts to him pouring it into a glass, and all of a sudden a giant dildo just fucking falls. Oh,
that's called staying relevant.
I never got into those. I tried drinking them. You know what it is? They're not sweet enough for me.
Okay.
I got calories, legit, zero sugar.
I know.
They're healthy for you.
Look, all right. God did not invent insulin so I could drink fucking no carb shit. All right.
And he just didn't give you.
I'm just kidding. I don't have to take insulin. I could drink regular beer, just not a lot of it.
Okay.
I just got to drink a lot of water.
Okay.
A lot of water.
Yeah.
Every time I pee, I look at my pee now because of you.
Why? So you know whether or not you're dehydrated?
Yeah. No, not because of the bubbles.
Oh, that's like not the only reason. Like that's not the only symptom.
I know, but I look at it now.
Oh, see,
I look at my pee anyway.
Is that I look at my poops as well. That's
when you wipe your ass, do you look at the paper to see how clean you are?
Yes.
You have to.
I'm a bidet man.
Ah.
Dude, it's way better, way cleaner. Dude, it's fucking night and day. I bought it BC, and when everyone was freaking out about toilet paper during March, I was like, I'm free and clear, baby. I don't even I just have to, wash a towel. I'm fine. And it's cleaner. And as somebody who sweats a lot, swamp ass doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but I'd still have to use the Gold Bond powder just for that tingly sensation on my anus.
Do you have the kind attached to your pre-existing toilet, or do you have a separate bidet?
Nope. It's just a little. It's a Tushy brand. Not to be do safe search if you're looking up Tushy. That's an anal sex pornography website as well.
Good to know.
Tushy brand. All right.
Yeah.
But the brand of bidet I have is called Tushy. So it is great. I did the whole thing. If you're gonna buy it from them, don't bother with the hot warm, because it's like anything else. It takes the warm water a while to get through to it. So by that time, I mean, it is enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, and it is weird the first couple of times, but your ass feels fucking clean. Like sometimes before COVID, when I would have to come home, it was basically deodorant, bidet, good to go.
Do you have like a little hose, or is it just like sticking out?
It's basically a thing right here, and when you turn it on, it just sprays at like a 45-degree angle up, and then you have a little like joystick so the nozzle can move, so it hits.
Okay, so you're not just spraying dookie against the bottom side of your ball sack.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so you can move it.
This is fascinating to me. I've used bidets before, and I'm not a fan.
No,
it's not for everybody.
Correct.
Maybe it's the French.
Could be. She talks about all the time how she hates the French.
That's not true.
I know.
I love French fries.
And French kissing.
That too.
And French toast.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
French toast is awesome.
I like my mom's French toast.
Okay.
Everybody else's French toast falls
flat. Wait a second.
Whoa.
Hang on. We're in America. It's freedom fries and freedom toast. America.
It's freedom toast with eggs
and freedom shakes.
Freedom shakes.
There's French shakes.
Yeah, that's called PTSD.
That's fucked up. I like it.
That's actually not my joke. I have to put that out there. That's Zach Reinert's joke. That's just such a funny joke. I just love it. Freedom shakes.
Freedom shakes. All right.
So Nicoleolio,
Sup?
what's Florida Man been up to?
You ever seen the movie Catch Me If You Can with starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks?
Yes.
First of all, Leonardo DiCaprio is my boy crush forever.
All right.
No.
Christopher Walken's in that movie. He's my boy crush.
He's a pretty good boy crush. No, Florida man Cameron Cox of right here in Tampa, Florida.
Nice.
Challenged the Tampa PD to a Catch Me If You Can challenge.
Yeah, how'd that work out for him?
Yeah, he was on the run for 2 weeks and then they caught him in a McDonald's.
2 weeks?
Yeah, I know, right? Like the real Catch Me If You Can guy was like on the run for years.
Seriously?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he was wanted for...
Hit your microphone again.
Hello?
There you
Okay,
go.
sorry. Gotta spank it to make it work sometimes.
That's what
No.
she said.
For burglary, grand theft, dealing in stolen property, and defrauding a pawnbroker.
Ooh.
And he posted on his Facebook page, Tampa PD, come catch me if you can. And they said, challenge accepted.
All right.
Then they caught him.
And they won.
Yes.
I just like the idea that he defrauded a pawnbroker. That's like a pot calling the kettle black.
Well, that's that. Believe it or not, that's like a really common charge here in Florida.
We got a lot of pawn shops here.
Yeah. But yeah, well, a lot of pawn shops, a lot of destitute people.
Yeah. So I have another Florida man. The Florida man. Have you know those do you guys have those in Colorado, those scooters that you pay for and like rent from the city?
Oh yeah, I love them. Lime is the ones. Lime and Bird are out here.
So Lime is based out of, not based out of, excuse me. They have a bunch of South Florida units, and there was a kid, I want to say kid because he was fairly young, who apparently was trying to evade the police on one of those scooters.
Yeah.
He got caught, but then he got released, I guess, for something petty. And then he decided that he got mad at the company for not going fast enough. So he cut the brakes on over 140 scooters,
shit.
Which basically, I guess, you cut the brakes, but it also makes them go faster because it doesn't put a limit on how fast they can go.
Oh.
So
the governor is taken out.
Yeah. So they, he did all of this between April and September, over 140 city scooters, and they set up a sting operation in Fort Lauderdale. So they removed all of the scooters from a 2-mile radius from his home because they suspected that's where he was working out of. And they set up ring cameras. They specifically left just a small handful of them with cameras, like watching them to catch him. So yeah, so that's it. So
how long ago that happened? You know,
that was in 2019. That was last year.
Okay.
So, and I have one more Florida man story, and this personally, I want to kick this guy's ass.
Okay.
This next guy. So 2 years ago, in 2018, Johansson Concepcion de la Rosa was accused of shooting his neighborhood dogs from his balcony with a pellet rifle. Yeah, and then today, actually, his court finally happened, and he was convicted with several accounts of animal cruelty, and that was in Davie, which I'm not surprised because I've had beer bottles thrown at me in Davie, Florida.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, not a good time.
Were you wearing your foxtail?
Hey, now, no. No, I was just walking my dog. Davie's a very racist city here, so, which is funny because it's
racist
very,
towards who? What's your
everybody,
ethnic background?
I'm Hispanic.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm Hispanic, and it's racist towards anybody who's not white, basically.
Oh.
But Johansson Concepcion de la Rosa is obviously not white.
Yeah.
So,
but I believe he could be what they call passable.
Nah, I saw his picture. I saw his mic shot.
No.
So yeah, several accounts of animal cruelty. Finally convicted. Today was his court date, actually.
All right.
Dude, just put that guy in a catapult and fire him out into the Atlantic and see what happens.
Yes.
Yeet
I
him
like
is
bullshit.
the word. Yeet him.
So I learned. So yeet is to throw.
Yes.
What's the opposite of yeet?
Bone. What?
Yoink. To
'Cause
throw
you're-
is to yeet, and to grab is to yoink.
Okay. Thanks for inviting me to the Bone Apple Yeet. Yeah. Pineapple Yeet group on Facebook.
I thought you invited me to that.
I thought you did.
Whatever.
I invited you to the Everybody Hates Beans group.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet. Nicole invites, like, I invite her into groups where people just post fucked up shit. She just invites me to fucked up groups, like a group where everyone angry reacts corn.
Yes.
So people put a fucking picture of corn, and everybody fucking. So you go in there, like a picture of a fucking ear of corn has like 1,000 angry reacts to it.
But the thing is that I'm also in like an antiques and oddities group and stuff like that, and a bunch of other random groups. And anytime anybody pokes a picture of anything corn related, there's all these angry reacts, and the posters or the OPs are like, "Why?" And everybody's like, "Nobody tell them."
Holy shit. Any this day in history? Or,
yeah, I got some other stuff too.
What do you got?
Happy birthday to singer-songwriter Halsey.
Nice. Don't know any of her music.
Hey, you guys.
Yes.
I have to pee so fast. I'm dying here. I gotta pee. I'll be right
we'll
back.
Just keep talking.
Tie a
Go in a
fucking
bottle.
string on it.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, we'll be here. But Halsey, she's a singer, and she's one of my favorites.
Okay.
So happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday, Halsey.
And also happy birthday to Jerry Lee Lewis.
Hey, is he still alive?
I don't know.
He's a cousin fucker.
I forgot to look up his death date, if it exists.
I think.
And everybody else whose famous birthdays today was like a bunch of YouTube stars that nobody cares about. But we have some today in histories.
Okay.
In 1789, the U.S. Army was officially established.
Jesus, he's still alive.
Jerry Lee Lewis, how old is he today?
He is 85, born September 29th, 1935.
1935. All right.
My name is Jerry Lee Lewis. I'm from Louisiana. Gonna do a little number on this hip piano.
I like him. I like his music. 1789 Army. 1951, the first televised football game in color.
Ooh.
Yes, University of California versus University of Pennsylvania. I don't know who won. I wasn't alive in 1951.
Neither was I.
Same. Okay. 1997, the country of Turkey passed a law that said swearing in public is illegal and it can get you arrested.
But you know what's important to know about the country of Turkey?
What?
That Istanbul was Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
You're talking about the song?
Well, she just mentioned the country of Turkey, so I'm just, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, do you?
No, because the first time I ever heard of the word Constantinople was in a Dr. Seuss book.
Istanbul's not Constantinople.
Oh, yeah.
Why did Constantinople get the works? Is nobody's business but the Turks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also I think Constantinople or Istanbul, whatever it's called now, is the only city that sits on two different continents.
Really?
Asia and Europe.
It's like a whole giant Mesopotamia.
Oh yeah.
That was a smart people joke.
So Constantinople was the capital. Constantinople was the capital of what?
I don't know.
The Ottoman Empire.
Okay.
It was Ottoman and not Byzantine?
There was the Ottoman Empire.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think it was Byzantine, then it became the Ottoman Empire. But do you know when the Ottoman Empire fell?
Hmm.
World War I?
In the 1920s, yeah.
Yeah. That's when all the empires fell.
And here's a fun fact for everyone here. We are all older than Google.
Yeah.
Remember that.
For sure. Except for your kids who didn't believe you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about my family history is that my relatives were originally from Prussia, which no longer exists because it got dissolved into what is now, I believe, southern Germany, the Bavarian forest area. And so, my only home is America.
There you go. America.
That thing about Turkey passing the law about how swearing was in public, it was our fault.
Why?
It was Americans' fault.
What the fuck did we do?
There was a bunch of U.S. soldiers, and they caused a bar fight, and they were yelling at each other, cursing, which caused the Turkish government to be like, we can't have these fuckers cursing in public.
So do they have a list of the words that they consider curse words? Is it like the 7 dirty words you can't say on television?
I
Fuck,
don't
shit,
know.
piss, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits?
I didn't find those list of words.
See,
And then it made me
Also-
think, are we cursing in Turkish? Or are we cursing in English?
Yeah, exactly. There's
True.
a lot of ins and outs. But with that 7 words you can't say, George Carlin brought that to the Supreme Court. He won, but he also got arrested in Milwaukee at Summerfest for that. That's when he got the big arrest.
The night that Lenny Bruce got arrested for saying cocksucker on stage, George Carlin got arrested the same night, wasn't performing. He got arrested the same night because they raided the club and they went to ID everybody, and George Carlin refused to carry government issued ID. So there's a picture of the picture of Lenny Bruce getting arrested. If you look in the background, Carlin is handcuffed too, which is fucking crazy.
That's what I've always said with comics, standing on the shoulders of giants, man. Those are the people who are pushing the boundaries. Those are the people who were saying the things that people were afraid to say. Now, for better or for worse, it's more of a just try to say this and make this sustainable. Back then, they were like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna have a black lesbian on my show and fuck everybody for saying you can't do that. I just love the old comedy.
We need to get back to that because everybody, including comedians, I've had comedians say, "You can't say that."
No,
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Don't say
If I say something on stage and the audience fucking laughs, that's the whole thing. I'm not here to make you fucking happy. I'm here to make the crowd that paid money to fucking be here happy. So if you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, suck my dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gospel according to Raj.
Roger 1-1.
101.
I have one more today in history.
Okay, what?
Today in 2008, the Dow Industrial Average dropped 777 points, which was the biggest decline in one day to date.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the cause?
That they voted against a $700 billion bank bailout.
Ah.
Yeah. I read that today.
Fancy.
Yes. And I have a word of the day too, if you're interested.
What is the word of the day?
I am definitely.
I know what the word of the day is.
Bird.
Bird. Bird's a word.
I have 2 words of the day. One is kind of lame.
Okay.
The other one's kind of cool. Neptunian.
Is that of the sea?
It is of the sea or having to do with the planet.
Okay.
Yeah, named after Neptune, the god of the sea.
Now, speaking of Neptune, and Poseidon was, also the god of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
What is Poseidon's kiss?
Oh, I know. Pick me.
Do you know what Poseidon's kiss is?
I don't know. Cold sores.
No.
It's when you poop and then your dookie drops and the water splashes back up into your bum.
Ah,
Poseidon's
that's my least favorite kiss.
But you like bidets. Weird.
I know. Yeah. Well, I also like Blumpkins. So you know what?
Ew.
Everybody dunks an Oreo cookie in a different way.
That's something else. That is my hard limit.
What? Dookie?
No
plumpkins?
No Blumpkins.
Right.
No Blump ever?
No. What do you
Not
call
even
it?
on your wedding night?
What about a Cleveland steamer?
No.
All right.
That
what
also
about a
no.
Cleveland Cleamer?
What about a Kentucky Klondike bar?
No dookie. No waffle stumping either. Wait, what do you call it if you give a lady, like, what's the female equivalent of a Blumpkin?
Oral sex.
That's it? There's no fancy name for it? I don't know the answer I'm asking.
I guess it would still be a Blumpkin.
But you're not below.
Yeah, I think it'd still be.
Yeah, if you munch in box and
no
she
one's
drops
ever
Duke.
blowing.
Yeah, you don't blow during a blowjob.
I just think that.
Oh, that's why all my boyfriends. break up with
Also,
me.
just blowing into it. It's like, did you know if you blow into a vagina, the air pocket will go straight to her heart and explode her brain?
That is not true.
Not true. However,
not true. You're right. That is not true.
A gas embolism could occur.
No, that's how you induce queefing.
I know. What I like to do is blow in and then push down. I like to blow in and push down. It's like Mr. Ed.
Amen to that. Oh yeah, you just put some what is it, peanut butter in there, and you're good to go. It'll start
Peanut butter inside?
Yeah.
That's how they got Mr. Ed to talk. I was just dying.
I know.
Yeah,
I know that. I know that.
I thought they did it by shoving a carrot up his ass.
No, sir.
Oh.
They put peanut butter on the inside of his
No.
lips so he would go.
I know.
That's what beauty pageant queens do, so they keep smiling.
They put peanut butter in their lips.
They put peanut butter or Vaseline inside their gums, so they're like.
Oh, that sounds exhausting.
Yeah,
right?
No shit.
They also do a bunch of other gross stuff, but hey, I'm not going to go into that.
That's true. What else? What else you got, Nicoleolio?
Oh, the other word for the day, which is the most Googled word of today.
Blumpkin.
Yes.
No. The way I get these words of the day is that I find the most Googled words on today. So it's like a word almanac between dictionary.com, Webster's, and Merriam-Webster, and what's the other one? The other one? The other big. Well, okay, whatever. So
Google
is gauntlet.
Ooh, gauntlet. Ooh.
Gauntlet,
like it.
which is basically a protective glove.
Yes.
Yeah, just reminds me of Thanos.
Yeah, that too. So yeah, I guess a lot of people on September 29th in years past don't know what a gauntlet is.
Well, I think it has to do. You got to look at the release date of the Avengers movie and see if it matches up.
That's true.
Probably does, because people are like, "What's the gauntlet?"
It's
See, I don't understand how these people don't know stuff, because with the world of information at your fingertips, you have one thought in your brain, you can look it up immediately.
But
yeah.
here's why, and this is why it's making us stupider. Back when we were in school, and you're not too much younger than I am, we had to memorize shit. We had to memorize shit. We had to look things up with the Dewey Decimal System, and we had to remember and retain things. Now with the instant access to the world's knowledge, it's okay. What is a blumpkin? I look up what a blumpkin is, and now that I know what it is, I'll either retain it because it's fucking hilarious, or I'll just discard that because I found the answer I needed at that moment, and I don't need it anymore. So we don't retain things because we know we can just look it up again if we can't remember.
Do you want to know what some holidays of today are?
Yes, I want to know what holidays today are.
It's World Rabies Day.
Nice.
So
put an Alka-Seltzer in your mouth and act all crazy.
It's National Coffee Day.
I did not drink any coffee all day.
I did, because I drink coffee almost every day. Yeah.
I got a text from 7-Eleven telling me that. Come to the local 7-Eleven and get a free coffee.
Yeah. It's also, not surprisingly, and they hijacked this holiday, it's National Starbucks Day.
Oh.
Okay. So it's also World Heart Health Day.
Nice. I don't have a heart.
And it's National Love People Day. You have 3 feelings?
Yeah. I can only allow one at a time, though. Horny, hungry, or thirsty.
Horny and thirsty are the same thing, depending on who you ask.
Thank you. Somebody finally fucking gets the joke. In the paradigm of that joke, I'm like, 2 of them are pretty much the same thing, depending on who, but thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome. Speaking on that, it's also, and you heard me, National Love People Day. So as long as you're horny, you might as well love people.
Yeah, just make sure you don't get a little on them.
This one, and I have one last one. That's for you, gentlemen. For you, Roger. I dedicate today's holiday to you.
Okay.
It's International Podcast Day.
Yay!
All right. Well, my God.
Here we go. We dedicate it to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Collectively.
That's all I got for today. And also this random page of boobs that I had to draw on my head one day a couple of weeks ago.
The nipples are a little lopsided. You trying to
But you remember
Picasso?
You remember I had to do it on here.
Yeah.
So I turned to the boob page today.
Nice.
There's boobs.
Nice.
On this page that you can't see.
I'm like every other guy. Like, I want to see all the boobs just for frames of reference.
Here. Can you show him the boobs? That was from a couple of weeks ago when we did a game on the podcast.
Oh, hell yeah. Whoa, yeah.
Those are some big juicy knockers. I like that.
Yeah, I read something.
I am definitely.
Oh, what were you going to say, Jacob? Sorry.
Oh, I'm just definitely not hiring that plastic surgeon.
Oh, yeah, no. That looks like a girl I know.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like looking at a girl with a fucking lazy eye.
Yeah, chameleon boobs.
I read the other day. Hello.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, I read something the other day.
Stop playing with the wire.
I read something the other day that said that saggy titties are ideal because when she's riding on top, they just come to your mouth. You don't have to go to them.
All right. Yeah.
They called it, instead of Uber Eats, they called it Uber Tits. Uber Teats. I guess it would be Uber Teats.
Uber Teats.
Can't argue with that logic.
Hey, one of the best bands ever is called the Swingin' Utters.
Oh.
Punk band.
I like Third Eye Blind.
That one's good too.
Yeah.
I'm a Goo Goo Dolls man.
Oh, I love Goo Goo Dolls. That's like my first love.
That's what I was
sorry.
See, what I love about Third Eye Blind is how Semi-Charmed Life is a horrible song that just sounds so cheery. Like the subject matter is horrific. Fucking meth addiction.
Yeah.
But it's cheery.
Yeah, Jumper's about suicide. So hey, here we are.
It's true.
Oh, speaking of titties, look. Boobs.
Oh,
there you go.
Desk titties.
Just today's.
So Jacob, coming down to the wind down of the show. Where can the people see you perform in the next couple weeks?
Loveland, Colorado. That's it. Loveland, Colorado, at a place called Drate's Brewery. It's DRATZ. But if you follow my Instagram and my Facebook, everything that I have is 970 comedy related. So 970 is, as both of you know, that when you're dealing with either general public or other comedians, don't try to make it too clever. People get confused real easy. So it's just 970, which is the area code in Northern Colorado, and comedy. And I just try to make it as simple as possible. So all of my entire agenda is on that.
So it's 970. So like all your social media is at 970 comedy.
970 comedy.
There you go, no kids. Space. At 970 comedy. Go look it up, follow it, find it,
Twitters,
share it.
Facebooks, Instagrams. I think I have a Whisper account. I don't know if that's still a thing. I have a TikTok I never touch. I have all the social media because I'm of that age where I don't even get new social media anymore.
Wait, you don't use Whisper for hookups and sex? Like normal people?
I thought Whisper was like you go in there and like
I didn't know that
post anonymous shit.
You do that too, but also people are like, I anonymously want sex.
Oh.
All
right.
Well,
there you go.
Maybe well, news to me. That being said, on an unrelated note, I'm getting my Whisper account back activated.
Okay.
But yeah, 970 comedy. Okay. That's all my stuff. All of it is 970 comedy.
All right. Nicole Olio.
Si, senor.
Do you have anything on the books?
Stay tuned for updates. I might be in South Florida for a Halloween production.
Is this the thing with Christy?
No.
Never
mind, this is with Submission South Beach, which we had Robert Frost on here last year in October.
Yes.
So I might be in South Florida for Submission South Beach. If you're in South Florida and you're listening, hit up Submission South Beach anyway, even if I'm not there. Other than that, hire me for your bartending events. And you can watch me. Oh my gosh, I got a weekly gig again. I got a regular weekly gig again. I'm doing promotions and go-go dancing at Club Marquee in downtown St. Pete.
Nice.
They have not open bar. They have a full liquor license until 3 a.m. However, they have food until 6 a.m.
Whoa.
Nice. So the party just keeps going.
Party keeps going. So for $15, it's an all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet.
Nice.
You can go in as early as 9 p.m., pay $15, and eat food until 6 in the morning.
Nice.
Holy cannoli.
Yes. Yeah.
How's the food?
Really good.
All right.
So from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m., they have things, the menu changes, but they have like crab leg platters that has like potatoes and shrimp and boiled egg. And they also have hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken wings, and stuff like that. And then right around, call it 2 in the morning, they start prepping for their breakfast buffet that goes until 6 in the morning.
Nice.
So for anybody in St. Pete, if you're partying till 3, if you're working till 4, come on over. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Where can we find you on social media? For any newbie listeners.
I don't have a whole heck of a lot of social media, but you can Google Nicole Raven, NIKOLE_Raven, like the bird. And that is my Instagram. And that is my name on Facebook. And Instagram is where you can find all of the regularly updated things.
Yeah. As for me, the only thing I have on the books at the moment is Beef O'Brady's in Parrish, Florida on October 10th, which is next Saturday. We're doing 3 shows, 4, 6, and 8. So buy tickets. I'm going to post the links for the tickets actually tonight if I pull it up. Come check it out. It is the best comedy room in Florida. In all of Florida. Fuck the rest of Florida. It's Beef O'Brady's in Parrish. Aside from that, that's all I have on the book. So book my fat ass. You can find me on all social media at Real Roger Nelson. Don't forget to follow this show on all social media at Fubar Weekly. And that's that. Share it, like it, ring the bell, do all that bullshit.
Ring Satan's doorbell. That's us.
Anyway, that's the show, kids. We do this show every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Jacob, I want to thank you for joining us. Actually, to the camera. Thank you for joining us. A lot of fun, good times. Anything else? Do you want to add anything else? Tell somebody to go fuck themselves, whatever? Anything? Nothing?
No. My they ran out of batteries, so I'm all yelling now.
Oh, all right. Well, it's a good thing we're just about to wrap the show up, so it works. Nice. Nicole, you got anything else to add?
About 2 hours.
Oh,
we're just at 2 hours.
Yeah. No, I got nothing to say.
Nothing to say?
No.
All right, everybody. We'll do this again next week. We'll have a new. Who's the guest next week? Who we got?
Don't know yet. I don't. Wait, hold on. I'll tell you right now.
You
Sorry.
sent me a list the other day.
I don't remember because I'm bad. Oh, you know who's next week?
Who's next week?
We have Best of the Bay stand-up comedian Rick Stepinski.
Nice.
So he is voted the best Tampa Bay comic.
That was 2019's Best of the Bay. So
yes, yeah.
Awesome. We're excited to have him on. So Jacob, again, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. And everybody have a fantastic week. Don't forget to spay or neuter your children.
Fubar out.